love that opening. I don't like my transition between the two. I got to figure that one out so I can be a little more pro, a little more professional. You know what I mean, Rory? But
Yeah, the opening is pretty nice though.
yeah, that opening is not bad. I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, I got some interesting news, kids. Yesterday I was having a problem, and with some software. Rory, that tapped index reference not working in TypeScript was killing me. Um,
Yeah.
the good news is that we've got some hardworking devs, and they got a new build for me. They were able to reproduce, and I haven't tested it yet. I just installed it. Also,
Okay.
because I'm that guy, I also just installed 16.04 of Visual Studio. So like seconds ago, everything just came in. The machine is up, ready to go.
All
Um,
the new things,
all
the new
all
toys.
the new toys are up and ready. So I'm going to try and let's get some code up here in your face, because that's what we're here to do. And I want to start up. Oops, hold on. Interesting. Okay, there we go. All right, and I want to start this up, and I'm just going to show you. I made a few minor changes, and you can also see, Rory, what we did as well.
Sure.
I think at the beginning we worked. I think you were here when we worked on the text effects coming in with the elastic move coming in.
Yes, that
Yeah,
was very nice. Much more organic.
yeah, and so it's not bad. And the next thing we did, I think, as you were leaving or around that time, is we were essentially doing some refactoring. My mind was not in its most alert state yesterday. I know I had evidence again and again that I should have stopped what I was doing, and yet I did. In the face of the evidence, I also had slightly above average level of optimism. And so
Okay.
I was running right in the face of things.
So you brute forced your way through it.
Yeah, pretty much. I did. I was not qualified to do the code I wrote yesterday, but I wrote it. At the end of the day, we ended up doing some refactoring, because it was itching, this idea, what I wanted to do, the refactoring. All of the effects that we had done in TypeScript were all essentially hard coded. They were looking for special conditions, and then in the TypeScript we would have the code that would do it. What we ended up doing is we ended up refactoring so that we put the definition for the effects out in this WPF app right here. So when I come in
Yep.
here and I click on Paladin Smite or Wild Animal Form Attack, let me show you that code. The code out there is much better than it used to be. It used to be just like, okay, we're just doing this attack, and then everything else would do its thing. But now
Hmm.
here's a wild animal form. This is what happens when you click, and so we say, what's the type? Well, it's a paw print. That's okay. It's an enum, because that basically means we're going to use the paw print. But now I specify the left-right distance between prints, the min-forward
Yep.
distance between prints, and now what's going to happen is it's going to draw those paw prints left and right behind the dice as
Right.
it rolls.
So now, in theory, because you're only passing sort of the concept of this across, you could presumably write something along the line of I don't know, a centipede attack, which is also a wild animal, but
Right.
has much smaller feet and many more of them closer together.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I love how you think in there, Rory. It's brilliant. Yeah, and so
Vicious centipede attack.
yeah, and so we've got this. It's much easier kind of thing to do, right? I want to put a spark trail behind it. Here's my spec for the spark trail. Sneak attack. I want to put some smoke out, and here's how close I want the smoke together to the dice as it's going through and rolling around. You typing in the background, Roy, reminded me that I don't have my chat window up, and that's dang irresponsible of me. And I'm going to fix that right now. Get my chat window over here on my
Will
right.
was saying how I missed a marathon session yesterday, and quickly checking the time code, it was like nearly 4 hours in total, so
It
three and
was.
three quarters hours.
It was pretty
That's
crazy.
I'm not surprised you were feeling a little bit, lacking maybe in enthusiasm at the end, or
No,
perhaps
I was enthusiastic and optimistic all the way through, in spite of the evidence. Right? The evidence
okay.
was, oh, Mark, you just made another mistake. Like I was looking at something, I was like, wait, why is this underlined? I don't even get this. And it was a string declared as a string, but it should have been a number, and I'm just staring right at it, not seeing that because I'm looking at I think part of the problem. I think part of the problem is like when you're under stress or not enough sleep or whatever it is,
Hmm.
or for whatever reason I was in this state, situational awareness is narrowed, right?
Yes.
And that's, I think, what was happening. And so, I'm looking right at it and missing the thing just off to the side of what I'm focusing on, just totally missing that. And I think that when I'm in a more aware state, I'm more relaxed and I'm able to see more code, and I make fewer mistakes. But yesterday, I think I made a number of mistakes, but broke through each one. There was nothing that was, killing us. The biggest thing that killed us, which I haven't checked yet, let's see if this works now. Oh my gosh, am I going to be so happy if tab index reference works? There's that. Are we freaking working again? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
you have your superpowers are back.
Thank God. Jeez, right. I was so disabled yesterday. It was the worst.
It's tough having to sit there as Clark Kent, isn't it?
Yeah.
When previously,
No, and the thing that's crazy about it is that could not have told you that I was that dependent on tabbed index reference, right? It's essentially effortless to use. I'm just hitting the tab key, but I'm using it to answer questions all the time. And yesterday I was like, my cognitive load went way up. I had to go use find instead of tabbed index reference. Not as good as tabbed index reference is. Not as easy, right? It's like, hit Control F, type in the thing you want, go to find it. I was even trying, closing down files and reopening them. That wasn't working either. I'm just super thankful the devs found it and fixed it.
All the while, you're just taking your attention away from the work you're trying to do. So not only are you surviving without the feature, you're trying to find ways of bringing it back. So your focus is split even more than it would be, without the tools and without even never having had the tools.
No, you're right. The distraction of that feature not working also wasn't helpful. Right? It was not helpful to my focus. At any rate, that's good news. We're dog fooding every day. We found that. I don't think that, that didn't hit the wild at all. It just hit me. I was the only one who had to deal with that. But anyway, and everything's okay now. Today, so let's do this. Let's kind of show you where we left off, what you missed, Rory, and I made a few minor changes since then. One of the things I also added is we had a spec created by our dungeon master that said, look, here's the words that I want to say, or here's the thing that we're going to say when the dice comes up. We're either going to say, like, for example, if I do an attack, let's give a disadvantage. I'll throw an attack out here. So there's my attack. I get disadvantage. I miss. And so the word miss comes up here from the top right there. There's some tweaking on with regards to the other numbers and the times and when those, the other numbers in the text and the times in which those go away. So if you watch this, what's happening here, let's do an attack with advantage in the hopes of getting a hit. Here's a hit. And so now it says hit up here. And so you see damage and 16, the +1. You see all those pieces there. There was a +6 on the damage right down there on the bottom. That +6 is coming from right here, whatever I give that there to it. I also added some logic for a bonus roll when we're doing an attack. If you get a 20, so right now, remember we don't have a natural 20 yet on this, so we're going to keep rolling this up with advantage. I'm going to change it to advantage so we can get a 20 up here. Let's keep doing this. Keep doing it. And keep doing it. I'm just going to bring this off screen a little bit. Whoops, I forgot to hit advantage. Let's do an attack.
Statistically, we should only need to do this, 10 times?
No, it's
because 2d20s on screen.
Well, yeah, but that never.
Something like that, anyway.
Yeah, there's a.
Be sure about statistics. As soon as you quote them, they'll fail you somehow.
Well, the thing is, statistics are useful if you don't have all the data. But if we knew the positions of all the molecules in this room, we would have
grand unified theory.
Yeah, we would have a much higher chance of predicting, how many rolls it was going to take to do this. We'll give it a few more shots, see if we can get a 20 in here. By the way, I love it when the dice spin like that.
That's good.
I need a 20. And it doesn't count as a +1 because that's not a critical hit. So I'm looking for a 20, which is a critical. 19. Oh, you know what? I can fake it. I just realized I can programmatically fake it. I can fake it because here's my normal attack hit. Let's see if we can find that. There's a lot of stuff in here, more than I was thinking here. I want to look at only inside this file. Let's do that. Hit 4. And good, that's way less. That's the button I want right there. Let's put a breakpoint here. We're going to roll our attack. So there's a property called min critical, which min crit, which requires the minimum number for the critical hit to be. That defaults to 20, is what it does. But I want to, I'm going to make that a lower number here. So we're going to say min crit is something else on the dice roll right here. That's how I can fake it. So I'll say it's equal to 15. So all we got to do is click over 15 and we got a critical hit. That's something,
Okay.
that's code I definitely want to delete when I'm done.
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Nope, not a crit yet. That's all right. Here we go.
Soon.
Not a crit yet. Keep going. There it is.
There we go.
Damage bonus. So everything freezes now. And we double the damage dice. So whatever we were rolling before, we now roll out. That's what's happening there. All right, so that's essentially what I've done. We've got messages like critical hit. If we do like a saving throw, we might get something. Ooh, 20 right there. Critical success. So you can see that right there, right? We can have critical failures as well. Those kinds of things show up, as well as just fail and success, that sort of thing. What we have. Let's roll disadvantage on a saving throw. See if we can get another answer out here. Yeah, there's a 9, so that's going to be a fail. So what's happening is there's data that's coming in. This is, again, all this is live data that's going to be coming in over the Dungeons and Dragons show that's going to help people who are watching understand the impact and meaning of it. It's also going to help the players and the Dungeon Master understand it as well. Let's go out to the chat room right here. Yeah, Surly Dev, when we were talking about the Tabtonix reference, Surly Dev's like, you never know how much you use something until it is not there. Yeah, that's
true.
Super true.
It's so true.
Yeah, it really is. So greetings, Surly Dev. Legendary Moo is with us. So glad to have you.
Welcome.
Legendary Moo was one of our CodeRushed winners, I think, as I'm recalling.
Indeed.
I remember
I do
that.
recall such.
By the way, we got a fun CodeRushed winner today, by the way. After drawing the random winner, I made it. I did some playing around in the winner video, so I think it'll be fun. We'll take a look at that coming up a little later. Hugo's out there. Good morning, evening, afternoon to you. What else do we have here? I'm at the stage, Legendary Moo, where I'm coding, and then coders will do something. Whoa! What happened here? Stop, Control Z, then spend 2 or 3 minutes replicating it. Yeah, that might happen. If that's happening and in a way that you don't like it, definitely let me know, because we're always trying to tweak it to make it sure that it does the thing that you want it to do.
Indeed.
Will Bennett is doing good. Yesterday, by the way, Will was awesome, right? Like, and I want to say more awesome than any other time. And the reason I made it...
That's some achievement.
Well, the quality of his contribution was as awesome as every other quality of his contributions. But what put this over the edge is that his contribution was essentially like a line of code. It was one line of code, but that was as awesome as a whole bunch that he had done before. Yeah, I almost feel like, Will, you should use this show as like your CV, your resume, right?
Yeah,
where you're trying to get a job, right? You're like, just refer him to this show because
here's 121 hours that you have to just watch through, and you'll easily see how awesome I am.
Yeah, we're seeing really high quality code, attention to detail, right, and what he's doing and submitting, right? Really impressive stuff. So anyway, I'm throwing it out there because he's doing a great job. What else do we have in here in the chat room here? Let's see.
There's a question you got also
flavors in there. Flavors. I got the flavors in the code, right? Because guess what?
Flavors are in there.
I added that, and here, let's get rid of this. It
was a good demo.
This is bad code. I've got it. This is just testing code. I want to get rid of this right now. So I'm going to roll it to attack, hitting that button, getting the breakpoint. We're going to get rid of this, and we're going to come here, use code to inline this temp right there. Just note the time, Rory. That menu took a little longer than I wanted it to come up. It should be much faster than that. So there we go. So we got that code fixed up. We cannot delete the other till we stop the program. That's the thing I want to fix, right?
Sure.
I want to fix that. I want to be able to say wherever that code was, those flavors. Let's go find the flavors. Where are the flavors? Flavors right there. I want to be able to come in here, just select that whole thing and delete it. Like, I want to do it right now, not even at a breakpoint. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to do. And I want CodeRushed to be like, I gotcha. And it just crosses everything out. right? Because I'm running. I can't even modify the code, but I want CodeRushed right
See,
here.
even that would be an improvement, wouldn't it? If it was just marked as a region of code that was going to be deleted later, and there was some kind of aesthetic placed over the top that went, just ignore this. It's not here.
Don't worry. And then I can undelete it too if I choose to, right? Without, before I commit to it. The commit occurs when I stop the session, right? And so I want to delete right here. In fact, let's mark the time. I want this devs to see this as kind of a visual spec. I want to be able to, so right now, notice I'm not at debug time. I'm at runtime, right? Pure on running. I want right here, I want to be able to hit the delete key. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that. What I want to see is I want to see this all crossed out. And I want to see up here a little message that says, hey, don't worry, CodeRushed is going to delete this for you.
Got your back.
With we're going to delete it when the debug session ends. We got you.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I got drones flying, so that's awesome news.
Drones looking. Yep.
Surly Dev's got 3,000 coins, man. The guy is like, what's going on?
That's a lot of coins.
He's hacked the system. I think when he gets to like 4,000 coins, he actually gets to do the show. I think that's what happens. Is it just
you can take a back
switches
seat and
over.
watch Surly Dev do the coding.
I'm gonna have to do some code. I'm gonna have to do some coding of my own to swat him away. So that's what we've got. We are essentially done with die rolling. We have minor things that needed to happen, like in some cases, wild magic. Oh, there's one bug. We might want to go after the bug. There's one bug. Let me show you the bug. Somehow yesterday we introduced a bug. When I do wild magic roll like this, it's supposed to show me the number, and it's not doing that anymore. The 42 should have come up here, but it's not. I'd like to actually fix that before we get out of here and move on to the combat engine. So let's see if we can figure that out. That's in die roller, and we're going out calling something in die layer, which is like show roll total or something like that. What is it? It's show. What's happening? Really? What symbol is down here? Hold on. Another issue. Look at this. This showed up on the wrong screen completely. I hit the key, and I'm not sure why that showed up. It showed up on another monitor. But just note that, too, and I had to drag it up.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here? We got show die total. That's the one we're calling. So tab to next reference. Oh, my God, I love the feature. It's working. So we're missing that in wild magic, apparently. Show result. Show result is there. So dice type is not equal to, no. I want, so hold on. Show roll total. I think I'm gonna, let me drop a marker here and let's go figure out what's happening on the wild magic. Let's just do a search for wild magic because I'm not really sure. Hold on. I want to go right back to here. Roll is wild magic. Are we using that? We're not. Let's kill that. Good. Also, that we can kill. Let's keep going. Those are just for putting sparks out there. Show roll total. Okay, here we go. Show roll total. Okay, so let's set a breakpoint there and see if we can figure out what's going on there with landing there or not. I'm going to refresh over here. Let that load up. Just wait till I get player versus player combat here on the drones, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're going to like that. That's Hugo's trick right there. And now look at all those things that all the drones that Hugo has, but they're all going with him now instead of kind of being slow to respond. Yeah, I think I can fix that bug. I just got to look at the code a little more. Okay. Let's do a wild magic roll. Here it comes. Clicking on the button. We don't get the breakpoint at all, do we? Okay. Let's figure that out. Need to roll bonus dice. Oh, that's only if we need to roll bonus dice. If we don't, we should be down here. Oh, wait. Pop frozen dice? Am I calling this no matter what? I think I'm calling this no matter what down here. I wonder if I'm ever getting down here. Need to clear, if this time, yeah, let's set a second breakpoint here and see if we get it. Let's roll it again. Here we go. Rolling wild magic. Should be showing me by now. So we're not even here.
Yeah.
Check's still rolling. Oh, if it's not wild magic. Sorry. I think this needs to change to this. I think that's the fix. Whoops. No, I don't. I think that's the fix right there. I think that before I had other code that was happening on the wild magic because I was going to do another bonus roll or might have been testing, I think. But I think that's going to fix it. Yeah, I like the idea of shooting slow missiles out at players. Slow, so they got some time with the lag.
Yeah, there's a little bit of I'm coming for you.
Look at that. Hugo just docked me immediately. I was out there and he's like, no, you're not. Not going to happen. All right, let's try it now. See if we get this.
Because they have to hack the mothership to stop it getting them at that point.
All right, cool. We got it. That's working now.
That's better.
Yeah, way better. 48. Nice. So good. All right, cool. So next, player versus player combat. We're also going to go, so let's see, how can we do this without stopping all of this, right? Because there's all this fun that people want to work on right here. I don't think I can make changes to anything, right? Can I go out into tests and make changes? I think I can't. It's just got everything frozen. Yep, doesn't like that. I am thinking about creating a new solution is what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
Something that uses and references these. So I'm over here in my Mr. Announcer bot. It's the loop piece right here. And I'm thinking about creating a new solution right here is what I'm thinking about. In a new instance of Visual Studio. Let's just see how much trouble we get ourselves into. Right?
It's like tempting the universe.
Yeah, good time to be like.
Disclaimer! Mark doesn't know what he's doing!
It's pretty true. All right, we're going to get started. Create a new project. And I just want to create a solution, not a not a project, actually. Wait, can I just create a new solution once I'm in? Did I just shut down Visual Studio? I totally did. Put an end to that.
That was getting a little crazy.
It's still like, look at you, Rory.
Kind of put an end to most of the people.
Should I fix
I
that?
am immune! Hey, look.
All right.
Yeah, no, I'm gone.
We got to fix that bug. Let's try and fix that bug. Can we do that? Maybe let's just go to there for now, because we can modify that TypeScript all we want.
Well, your last theory was that it was a performance bug of some description, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know yet. But I think we might be able to do this. So command is drone. Gateway num is here.
I'm pretty sure it's only when we have the gateway.
Yeah,
spawning,
so
isn't it?
if that's when we go in, we call release drone. From drone gateways. Let's go look at what this code is doing here. If active drone game, okay, good. All drones destroy. We try to destroy the drone by the user ID.
Yeah.
Then we find it, and if we find it, then we call release drone on it. What's release drone look like? I think what's happening is we're pushing in a lot of these. That's what I think we're doing.
Which would suggest release drone is called a lot.
Yeah, it's happening a whole bunch of times, which would also suggest that if we just checked to see if it was already there, we could fix the bug by saying, no, you're not already there. Found gateway is there. Destroy. I want to see what destroy is doing. We're calling for each one of the sprites in there.
Actions.
We're calling destroy. Index of match data. So that should be finding it. Let's look at index of.
Yeah. Now the match data is on every instance, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's for sprites. If we go to the drone, I thought drone overrode match data, but maybe not. Maybe it's the what's going on with match data here. Let's go through that. That's not there. This dot index of. Really, we don't have any other overloads of that. Let's try out a CodeRushed feature here. Derived. No wait. Implementations. Is that what I'm looking for? I was looking for overloads. Implementation of the member. Okay, do we have anything like that? Nope, only here in sprites. Okay, I thought I'd changed index up over in drone. Let's go double check that though, because it could be maybe not looking at drone right now because I don't, because maybe I don't have it open or something like that. Let's just see what we got here. CodeRushed, drone. Let's look for index of. Nope. Okay, fine. So what about our match data? Sprite matches. Oh, that's how we're getting it. It's in the matches override is what it is. Okay. So let's look at that right
Yeah,
there.
that makes sense because the actual process of looking through something, iterating, is always going to be the same. But the thing you're going to use to identify you have found something is the bit that changes.
Do I have the syntax right? I'm trying to say, no, I don't have the syntax right. Sprites find index sprite. For some reason, it's not getting into matches. It was at least tapped our next reference wasn't finding it. There's matches there. There we go. User ID is the match data. Okay, good. So that means that index of on sprites should be able to find it, which also means that if we go back to where we were.
Yep.
Kind of go back into here, release drone, all drones.destroy. I want to look at this.
The other possibility is, are we creating them quicker than we are destroying them? Because that destroy will find effectively the first one. Is that right? The first drone. So it'll find one that matches because it'll have, let's say, my username on it, and it'll destroy it. But if in the meantime we've created another one.
Yeah, we just come in and we keep
find
calling
that.
destroying on it. Hold on. Destroying, I bet, if we tab the next reference on it, there's the drone. Now is equal performance now, changing direction now, meteor change velocity, owned owner. That's if it has a meteor. Oh, it's just, this isn't, so nothing's happening yet on destroying. Wait, wait a second. Destroy. Hold on, destroy right here. This is in sprites. I wanted to go to, not here. Destroy function, that's another piece that's passed in here. Destroying, okay, so that just says we're wrapping you up. But we don't take you out until we get to here.
Yeah.
Which would seem to indicate that destroy is not being called, or maybe it's being called for one, but not the many, is what kind of is possibly that. What's going on here? Hold on, let's go back. Release drone, user ID. Destroy doesn't get rid of it immediately. I think I want to do this. So I've got a couple ideas on this, but I think I'm along the lines of, okay, here's our destroy. Here's our sprites.destroy. Here's our sprite.destroying. And I think what I want to do here is in our drone, I want to say this dot marked for death, you know, or something like that equals true. Like this. So I want to do this. Let's declare that. And then in our matches, I want to do this, and not this not marked for death. Okay? So that means you can only find me if I'm not marked for death. If I'm marked for death, you can't find me. And I feel like that's got a shot at kind of fixing this, because I feel like part of what's happening is we're always finding the first one and only destroying the first
Yeah.
one. And we're never getting to the others. That's one thing that I think can solve this. The other piece that I think can solve this as well is if we jump back to, I'm just hitting escape to get back to kind of where we started here. Release the drone. We find the gateway
Right,
and we
there we
call release drone. If we're already out there, right here, we could do a search here to see if there's already one out there. We could.
Yeah, because by the time we get down there, we would have expected that all drones have been removed.
Yeah, you know what, I'm thinking, let's just try this other one and see what happens. No, wait, why are we still adding? We're still adding. Hold on. Release the drone. This still doesn't quite explain why we're getting a whole bunch of these in here, right? This is the thing that's bizarre, right? The command comes in. It's got a gateway now. We can do release the drone. What's the difference between that release the drone and this release the drone? Active drone destroy, user ID, and drone.create at. Let's go back to the other one, release the drone. And we don't have drone.create at. We have, because we're going to do a timed thing on this, is what we're going to do.
Is there anything wherein we say destroy, but the actual destruction takes time, and thus during some part of creating the new drone, the old ones are still there, and does that affect the creation of the new one in some fashion?
Creating the new one, and the old drone is still there. I'm actually thinking. I think we may be on the same thing here. I'm looking at the warp-ins, because the warp-ins essentially take a moment before they actually create it. And so I'm looking to see we're trying to see that code there and what's happening there. We push it in. I feel like there's a function after warp-ins that must be called when we remove something on here, is what I'm thinking. The warp-in sprite is there. How did we do this before? I'm like, yeah, release the drone. We warp it in. So there's a warp-in thing that's going on. What's going on with the warp-in sprites here? I don't understand. I'm totally expecting to see something else on the warp-ins that hooks in to an event or something like that when something is done. Let's just search for the word warp.
So, just from a structural perspective, we've got the gateways themselves, and then we issue the command to give ourselves a drone at a numbered gateway. And then we create a warp-in, which is the zoom in effect, the kind of zoom back in and out effect for a drone.
Right.
After which that dies off and we replace it with an actual drone.
We seriously, am I
certainly we've only ever seen the replication happening on the actual drone rather than the warping in piece.
Right. Hold on a second. Let's go look at test right here. Not test, execute. Execute command. We're in the drone game here. Let's do something else here, just for fun here.
I'll tell you what, Mark, when you do write that SWAT command, you're going to earn so many coins.
Oh, that's right.
They're all queued up on your head.
I'm not going to take coins away yet. All right, so if command is equal to SWAT, then we're going to do something in here. I think when we got to go find all the drones is what we got to do. It's been a while since we've been in this drone code. Let's kind of get used.
That's true.
Let's do this. Let's say this destroy all drones over Mark. Like that. Okay, we'll do that. Let's implement this at least. We'll play with this for a little bit.
Make the most of it, people. Your time is coming.
All right, this is going to be a void, and now we want to go through all the drones. I don't even know where I'm keeping all the drones anymore. I don't remember that drone game. I guess I'm not keeping them anywhere. I think I'm keeping them. Who owns the drones? Let's go look in that. See what we got there. This dot all drones. Okay, I got that somewhere. It just wasn't declared up where the other ones were. Okay, so we're going to say, let's go look at where we were here. I'm looking for some code that can save me some time here on a for each or something, but I don't think I'm seeing it here. There we go. Let's do something like this, just to copy that code. All right, this all drones, all sprites for each function drone sprites, drone sprites for each drone. Okay. And I think what I want to do here is I want to say if drone.x is greater than, what are we at about there? That is about 800, I think. Let's take a screenshot and let's bring up an image editor here, and we'll get the right spots there. Here we go, loading up. Image editor, it took a while to load up there. All right, let's come over here so you can see what I'm doing. Just took a screenshot. I'm going to, this is not at the right scale, so I've got to essentially come in here like that, and then we'll resize that to 1920 by 1080. It's pretty close. That's fine, that's close enough. All right, and then now what we want is we want to go from basically here, which is 885, and drone.x is less than, what are you going to be less than over here? What's your x? That's about 1236. And let's get this and change this to a y. And y is going to be, actually y, we just need one of those, and that's right here. Y is greater than 737.
And thus was born the zone of death.
Yeah, if that's the case, then what we want to do is we want to say drone dot, and is it destroy, self-destruct? There it is, right there. Could that be all we need to do? Let's rename this so it's lowercase. Right there, destroy all drones over mark. All right, so let's see if that works. Oh, I should also, hold on, I should verify that it's me if I'm a super user, so that...
Not kill yourself.
Well, no. What I'm saying is that the SWAT command, should we allow other folks to do it? I guess we could do that.
Oh,
we can
see.
We can let other people do that. So it gets a little more dangerous if you want to play in that space. I don't have anything that's taking coins out right there and having them fly it away. That might happen at a later time. Let's do a refresh here. So we'll come over here to this view, come back over to this one. There's the drone game reloading itself. And I wonder if I should have done refresh cache on that. We'll see what happens. So, what is this performance art? Asks WorldWake.
I think he's talking about all the drones and various things.
That might be what's going on, yeah.
As they balance on each other.
Right. All right, so let's see what we got here. So drone, I'm going to bring a drone out. And I guess we should try the warp too, see if that other thing did fix it. I have a feeling it alone is not going to fix it. Do the warp gate test. We'll see. We'll see. What do we got?
Yeah,
Still
you got to
loading.
wait. People see the scroll bars there. They're indicating that the overlay is still loading.
Yeah, the scroll bars on the
when
edges.
they vanish, you hear a little pling, typically,
Yeah.
and all good to go at that point. So we'll all rush out at once.
Mm-hmm.
Comes a squadron of bombers. Can you spot us all at the same time?
Yeah, should be able to. Should work. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. It's taking a while to load.
There we
There
go.
it is right there. All right. Just did the
So-
SWAT command. Did not see anything happening there. Set a, oh, we can't set a breakpoint here. That's not going to do anything unless we load it up. Should totally work. Command is SWAT. Let's, I guess we're going to have to test in over here. So let's do this. Drone game. Drone overlay, I mean. That's the one I want. So we'll load it up here, do the same thing. Oh, that's a sad little mess. SWAT. Oh, it was lowercase. I failed to do lowercase on that. What's interesting is mine didn't go. That's super
No.
interesting. I don't understand that at all. So it's just, the problem was a case sensitive thing. Oh, look at that. It's so sweet. Just Surly Dev arrived. But he does come right back immediately, right? It's pretty funny. Okay, here's a SWAT. Nothing's happening. Yeah, okay, so it's working, it seems. It's
There you
working.
go. Instant feature.
What's interesting?
Success.
Yeah, not bad. Okay, so now let's see if we can duplicate the drone. Oh, by the way, you know what I want to do? So notice World Wake is got right above my head. It's got kind of an orange color because
Yeah.
that's corresponds with the color World Wake has in the chat room.
Yep.
I want to change the drone color. So see the red? The red
Oh, I
stripes on this
see.
drone? I want to change that, and I think we can do that pretty easily while we're here playing around in this space.
Sure.
It's totally the opposite, not at all what I said I was going to do today, but let's do
It's
that. I'd like-
almost as if you're off rails.
I want it's exactly almost as if I'm off rails. Don't I have something like that?
Going off
I
rails.
think I do. It's almost as if I'm off
There you
rails. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, that's what our stream description should be. Mark's going to go off rails today, as usual. Surly Dev just did a SWAT and took some people out. All right, so not bad. We're still having fun. Okay, so let's see if we can figure this out with the drone. Let's see. Drone extends sprite proxy. Let's have it extend instead. What is it? Color shifting sprite proxy. Okay, so we'll do that. Then let's go look at color shifting sprite proxy and see what's going on with it. Does it have anything different in its constructor? It does not. Okay, so that means then let's go find drone. Let's go find where we instantiate a drone. Let's go see that. Oh, you know what? There's a way to do this a little faster. If I get myself to the constructor, I don't know if this works here, but let's see. If I am here on the constructor and I hit tab next reference, there we go. So this is a cool little CodeRushed tip here. If I want to just see instantiations only, I can put my caret on the constructor like this, and it works in TypeScript as well as C# and VB. Hit the tab key, and now it's going to take me to these places right here. What's going on with this X? Argument of type number is not assignable to type vector. Well, that's not good. What's going on there? Center is the vector. What? How has this been
Okay.
not working?
How is any of this running if that's the case?
I know. Is my that's
Oh,
like
hang on.
that's like
Gone away.
the bizarrest, strangest news ever. Wait, it went away?
I think.
Okay, hold on. Oh, because we changed the ancestor to this, is what happened. And so the other one has another ancestor. That's what happened. But I think it went away because I think it worked its way up the ancestor chain and found out, oh, I can bypass it and go through proxy, I think. At any rate, all right, let's do a tab next reference on this. So here we go. Here we're creating a new drone. And we're creating a new instance of the drone. Let's specify the type that is coming back. So there's that. Let's see what else we've got in terms of new drones. Let's go back up here to the constructor and tab to next reference. Oh, it's only here apparently. Or maybe it's only here that one is called. Let's see where create is called from. Drone.create, create
Right, yep.
at, warp in sprite is happening. Oh, here, look, we discovered what's going on with, this. It's a cycled function. Cycled, Cycled on the animation means we've gone all the way through it. So we've gone all the way
Okay.
through, and now we're going to say we expire immediately, and then we're going to call drone.createAt. Hold on. Here's, I think, my problem. Is this piece, the expiration is now, but we are still cycling through and still creating. I think this might be it, because we're not expiring and getting rid of. It's the performance problem we talked about. This, I believe, strongly is the bug. So what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to say, look, if the question is on what is expiration date initialized to? That's what I need to know. If it's null, null, perfect. So now what I think I'm going to do is come down here and I'm going to say, look, if expiration date equals null, it hasn't been assigned yet, we're going to do one creation. I think this is our fix right here. And then after that, we're going to come down here and say expiration date is now. Okay? That's our
Okay.
fix. I feel that pretty strongly. Like right now, by the way, let's try saying drone
I
in
was
one.
just gonna.
There you
prove it,
go.
Right, so there you go. The bug is there. All I need to do is materialize, and there is an issue. So
right.
now we have proof of how to recreate. Now we can try a test of altering that, and surely.
I'm just going to hit the refresh cache button on that to make sure we're totally bringing that out. I think we're going to get a fix. Oh, but I have not. I think I got our fix, but I don't have our color shifting yet, and I want to do the color shifting on this.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, but there's the color shifting. Here's this color right here. Okay, so hold on. Drone.create, this.color. Wait, drone.create is the function passed in. Okay, hold on a second. Create at. Let's go into there. Here's create at. Create sprite. Here's that function. There's where we call it. There's the drone coming back. We have the color in here, right? There's the color at the end. The color is a string. We need to be able to shift, color shift. We need to get the hue from the string. I have a hue set light control in here, I think, that we made. Look at this. Oh, it's going to be so beautiful. Oh, no. Wait, do I have a from? Do I have from an RGB in here? Please give me a from. Tell me I was smart enough. From X. Ah, I'll take it. This is awesome. All right, so here we go. We're going to get hue set light from color, like this, and that's going to get us a new HSL is equal to that.
Just like to say, Mark, that I believe something has broken. We have no drones, no capacity to call them in, no capacity to alter the layout of the screen from the chat room.
No, that's the worst news ever. I
Um,
was super excited about where we were going. I think
I was just
it's-
getting ready to sort of test things based on that previous fix, and not so much.
Okay, I got a hunch on what's causing that. Where's my drone? Oh, here's my drone. I'm in it. All right, I'm setting a marker here. We're going to come back. My marker's right there. Wait, Will's flying.
Oh. Okay. And now I'm in two. Hey, who knows? There was obviously some very large delay there then.
So wait, what's up with? Oh, I was like, what's up with this drone right here? And then I realized, oh, that's a CodeRushed picture in the code. So it's just a long delay, is what it was apparently. Is that
Yeah,
really
but
what
the
it was?
scroll bars had vanished.
You guys, anybody
Right.
trying to? Rory's tried to
I
jump out of
appeared
drone
via
one.
Yeah, and then I vanished. So I don't know.
Oh,
I
man.
am gone. But I was there, I did warp in. I warp in and then detonate.
Cycled? I'm not seeing. Why am I not seeing cycled? In the solution, cycled. That's what I want. Warp in sprite.
That's the one.
Right there. Okay. So expiration date is not null?
That's interesting.
Hold on. Let's do this.
Right, but this expiration date is the gateway, isn't it? Rather than the drone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to do this. Expiration date is null. Is that my problem? Is it? Or let's do this. Let's do this.
But by definition, doesn't every warp-in sprite have an expiration date? Because it's intended to go away.
It might by somewhere else. It might be set somewhere else. So I'm going to do this. Create a drone like this, and I'm going to set that equal to false, right like there. That bugs me. I got to fix that. Okay. Create a drone, and we're going to say, if not created drone, then we're going to create it, and we're going to say set it equal to true. Sounds so violent. All right, there we go. So there is, if not this dot created drone, this dot created drone is true. I think that's going to fix it now. Let's do a refresh. Here comes the refresh. Boom. Let's get back to where I was before. Give it another shot of this. And get back to our, here we are right here. Okay, so there's our HSL. That means now we can say my drone dot, since it's color shifting, what is it? Something like set hue set brightness. Now, since those are red, right, which starts at 0 on the hue, those red stripes on the drone, we're like totally good on that. Look at that, Surly Dev launched before we were done. That's interesting. I'm going to dock it. So we're getting sound effects, but we're not getting, there we go. We're not getting anything coming out yet. Okay, so now I want to say set hue set brightness. I want to come in here and say HSL dot hue. Do I want to use the brightness of the others? I'm thinking I don't. I think I don't want to do this. So I'm going to say 100% saturation, and brightness is going to be also at 100, is what I'm going to do. And so now we have, I almost feel like I should redo this, see if we see drones coming in color now. Is from hex going to cause problems if you have not set your color? What's going on here? Replace. I think I want to do something like this and say, look, if not hex, so if nothing's been defined, I want to return. Ooh, there's a null return out of here. Okay, so let's do this instead. Let's do this. Let's do if that, then we're going to call this. That's the code I want to have down there. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can bring in a drone from location 1 without
Not so much.
You zoomed out.
No explosion this time.
Yeah,
no detonation. But it did vanish.
We come out and disappear. What?
There's an explosion. Okay, maybe we have changed nothing.
You're coming out, but you're not. You're dying immediately. Is what's happening here. Hold on. Why is this so hard?
And for that matter, an attempt to appear from the CodeRushed rocket is also causing instant death.
Oh, really? What did I do?
Of course, Will's still managing to survive. I don't know what cheat codes he's been entering in, but...
That's awesome. All right, so hold on a second. Warp-in sprite is here.
Perhaps it's if I try to drone having already droned one, so to speak.
So create at. Oh, I know what's happening. Now, this is why I couldn't find it. Is that release drone I'm creating an instance of warp-in sprite. I was thinking, I was looking for it in the sprites, but this is just a normal sprite. It's the piece I'm putting in here that's doing that. So that should release it though. What? Let's go back and look at that code a second. Created drone is false. If not this dot created drone, we are going to call create at. Before, when this code was executed, it was doing too many. Now we're doing it only once.
CodeRushed!
You want to give away copy CodeRushed? Is that what you want to do, Hugo?
There's some subtlety about that, eh?
I'm going to refresh. Look, since I'm going to refresh, guys. We're going to bring this one more time. Let's see if the color switch shifting is working on this. That would be really cool if you had colored drones automatically, and that's all we had to do.
Color drones would be nice.
Yeah. I'm not getting it. This code, I don't want to change this code. It looks really good to me. I'm wondering if we're creating and then destroying it. I think we have to, I think we're going to have to debug
It does
this.
say expiration date is now, but that's for the warp-in gate, right?
Right,
That's
right,
not
right.
the drone.
I want to set a breakpoint here. I want to come back over here and redo this. So we're going to reload this right here. We'll be able to check this out and see how we're doing. Actually like that flicker on the coins that happens because they're not fully loaded yet. We're waiting for all the bitmaps to load up.
Frame or two just missing.
Yeah.
Little glint. Extra shiny.
All right, so we got a breakpoint over here. Still loading. And Roy, I've got about only, I think about 15 more minutes-ish.
Okay.
And then I got to go today.
I can hang for that long. That's
By the
good.
way, kids, I'm doing a webinar on Friday. You're not going to be able to make that on Friday. Is that true, Roy?
It looks like I can't. It's just the wrong time. The day is easy enough, but
Okay.
at that time I'm pretty much making dinner and everything for the family.
No worries, buddy. Yeah, I know. I'm always trying to take more of your time. But we are we're going to show what's new in CodeRushed 19.1, which is if you're doing the regular builds and regular installs and keeping up with the what's new, you may already be up to date with that. But if not, come join us. Can you give me a link to the webinar where people can sign up to that and we can put that out in the chat room?
Good question.
And so we'll be doing that live on Friday. I'm not sure if I'll have video for that. Normally we don't, but I might throw video in. Let's see some drones. Will Bennett is red. Now I'm expecting him to be green, but he's not. So that didn't work. Or blue or teal, whatever color he is. You're the same color too.
Yes.
That's not good. All right, let's. We're still loading over here in Chrome. So wait for that to finish loading. And when we do, we can go set a breakpoint at that color shifting piece too. Take a look at that. Set a marker here. So I don't want my breakpoint here. I think I want my breakpoint there.
All right, we've got a link there to all the webinars that are upcoming, including the one which is yourself on Friday, May 17th.
Right, I'm also going to be showing CodeRushed server as well.
Ooh.
So that's a product that's in beta that we've been working on and basically allows you to improve the quality of your code if you're using Azure DevOps. So take a look at that. Join us for that, won't you? Okay, so let's see here. I'm still trying to find the drone. Here's what I'm looking at here. Create ad right there. That's kind of the other breakpoint I want to have. Okay, so there's my breakpoints. Are we loaded? We're loaded. Okay, cool. Let me create something new. And we're going to say drone right there. And cool, we got some create ad. Nice. So what's my hue? Hue set brightness. Is it expecting a number between 0 and 1? Or is it expecting a number between 0 and 360 degrees? It's 360 degrees. Okay, it's in 360 degrees. So what we want to do is we want to say this times 360. Like that. That's, I think, going to be the answer to that question. So we're going to run. I'm going to hit run, but I need to refresh here to see that color shift. So the warping in only is now, is it working from the, it's only working from the spaceship, the main ship. Is that right? Or can I do?
So my experience is I can warp in from the main ship most of the time until I warp in from a gateway, at which point I can no longer warp in from anything because I instantly
really?
die.
Oh, interesting.
So
Interesting.
it's
Well,
almost
that's
like
actually,
a state change occurs of some description.
yeah, it's like we find that drone. That's super interesting. All right, so I think we can find and fix that bug too. Let's see, we refreshing here? Yeah, we're refreshing on this side over here. So we should see colored drones, I think, coming in on the next one here. Let's go to see if we can figure that out. What's going on with that? Marked for death.
Hugo Dahl has also suggested he now can't warp in from anywhere. Hugo, is that because you have previously designated an emergence point?
Okay.
Were you okay until you did that?
I think I'm going to take out this marked for death. I suspect this is related to the problem. All right, and now I'm going to
Are
refresh.
we never resetting that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's the case. That doesn't quite work for me, but it's not finding it once we do that. And I'm wondering if
Right.
that has anything to do with it. It was one of the few changes I made out here. So this might help too, is to go bring up, take a look at what changes I've made while these are loading up. What's going on here? Is this loaded? This one's loaded. So let's try to do a drone over here. Oh, there, look at that. You've got
Ooh,
colors.
snazzy colors.
So that's cool. Nice. Your blades
A
are
bit of
colored.
highlighting.
Everything's kind of its own color. Now what's cool about this is I can redo the, and they're all matching the colors that we have, right, for our names, right?
Yeah.
Very cool change. What I can do is I can redo the drones so they make use of red more often, and then we can, so you see more of it. So it's a more identifiable kind of color there. We can do that. Not too hard to do.
I'm going to change my
Nice
username to white so I can go
fucking
stealth
name.
mode.
Oh, okay. All right, see what happens. All right, so now let's see what happens now if we do a drone out of 1. This is using old code, so this is likely to fail. But let's go see when we'll do a refresh out here, or maybe not. Maybe we'll wait a second here, because we're also loading the stream. The stream, I think, just finished loading. Let me do a refresh here, and we'll do the stream and see if we can come out. Can we come out now on the stream with the drone? Nope, they're still blowing up immediately, aren't they? That's as soon as you come out. You're dead.
Young, buddy.
What's going
Nice
on with that?
fireworks.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on with that. I've got to refresh. I'm really curious about it. Wait, let me do this. I want to look at the code here, what's going on here. So in drone here, we're now extending color shifting for sprite proxy. Here's our color shift code right here.
Yeah, that all sounds pretty reasonable.
That looks good. Here we've got this. We're okay with that. This is the same. It's just
Bit of
the
indentation, yeah.
indentation. And that's the same. So yeah, what you got? Looks like it's only blowing up when it's not docked. Really?
Okay. Oh, interesting point.
So that
I am now back.
well.
So
So what if we bring up one of the test?
if we do this and then
There we go. Now can we come in here
and
and,
then
say
I will.
drone
Okay,
one?
and now. And I'm safe coming out of a docked rocket ship again.
Yeah, it doesn't work to get out of drone 1 though. You cannot get
No.
out of drone 1. So
But it is interesting that you die coming out of a moving ship.
yeah, what's happened?
I don't know.
Let's change here. If command is SWAT, that's our SWAT command. Destroy all drones over mark. That's happening if we get
Relatively
SWAT.
harmless things.
That
Yeah.
looks good. What's going on with gateway? Release drone. This code all looks the same to me here.
Yeah, so why does it think it's changed?
I have an idea though on what I think might be going on here. Hold on a second. Let's see what's going on here with this code. This is just indentation differences, I think, all the way. Constructor cycled. No, cycled we have a different thing, but if not create drone, then drone got create at. So that piece does seem to be failing. That we're not getting to. Let's set a breakpoint there. That's over in gateway. So let's look at gateway. We've got a breakpoint there. All right, so over here, are we just never getting to that point? So we've got this here. Let's do our great gateway. Okay. Hold on. Let me change this view, guys. We just have this one we're looking at here. Now let's try test drone 1. No, wait, it's not that. It's drone 1. Sorry, drone space 1.
Yeah, I came out there and got the goal straight away.
We are not getting here. What if we do a breakpoint there and do it? Is that going to work for us? We just, what is going on now?
Well, it's
We're frozen.
that's frozen as if we have hit one. Did it just not let Studio know?
Oh, we are. We got it. Okay,
there
we
we
got
go.
it. Okay.
Okay.
I was like, what's going on? So created drone is false. If not created drone, we actually, wait, why didn't I set up at this breakpoint then? Well, I don't understand why that didn't work.
That's a little strange.
Yeah. So drone width. So this is this X. That's 196. The Y is 27. So this is coming out. Oh, but this is coming out from. What's coming out of the spaceship? It looks like the coordinates are wrong.
No, the gateway up that way as
Oh,
well.
it is there. Okay. So wait, you just actually came out of
I
one.
did. That's weird. Hang on.
Yeah,
What
is
did I type? Let's just double check that. Wow, it spins past quickly.
But then there I died. Wait, the breakpoint kept you alive, I think. I think that's what's happening. I think there is.
Interesting.
I think that might
I
be what's
owe my
going on.
life to a breakpoint.
Maybe. Let's just see what's going on here. Create at. I just want to drill into create at and see what's going on there. It's got that. Drones, height, initial. Yeah, I'm just looking for something.
I think my previous existence was just a plain rocket ship creation.
Let's set another breakpoint here. See if we can get it now. Let's get the breakpoint. We
Right,
did it.
That was possibly me coming out of the warp gate.
The warp gate. Okay, great. So that's good. I'm gonna run it, but then you're dead.
I'm gone.
So what's going on with the drone? Why is the drone destroying itself? Let's go see what we're doing here. Whoops, we're at another breakpoint.
Sorry. That
No
was me
worries.
again.
I'm going to clear the breakpoint and run it. So we are creating it, but then you're just being destroyed immediately. So the question is, why are you being destroyed immediately? Expiration date. So that's not it. The life. Whoops. Is it I wonder if it's because we're descending from, I wonder if it's this change. I wonder if there's something subtle here about the creation. We had that one error for a second, a brief moment that said that create constructor, like this one wasn't working. Let's see if I can drill into that. Yeah, it wants me to go here. Yeah, and then it goes to here in the super. See what's happening? So maybe I'll change this to a vector. Yeah, here we got the error again. Let's see if we can do that. Let's say new vector and say x dot y. So there's our center point, and we don't have a lifespan on it. Let's see if that solves it, because that's our immediate one. See what we got with that. I'm feeling it's a really subtle thing. I think that there may be an answer there. Oh, I should have, you know what I should have done? Brought up the console window. But
Okay.
I just hit refresh, so. Let's give away copy CodeRushed.
Good
While
plan.
we're hanging out here, guys. CodeRushed is what I am dog fooding.
CodeRushed!
Like all the effing time. I'm dog fooding this thing like every day. You saw me live yesterday encounter new bugs that were introduced. And
Dance battle!
today, it is not a dance battle, Will Bennett. It is not a dance battle.
Dev Express!
Yeah, brought to you by Dev Express.
CodeRushed!
You guys get the picture.
Awesome!
All right, so today's winner is
Chaos Goose!
Chaos Goose. Congratulations. What's the... Huh. Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right. Chaos Goose is here. All right. Told you I had something fun for you kids. Anybody out there who's watching, lurking, who doesn't have copy CodeRushed, you want to copy CodeRushed, now's your chance to jump into the chat room and say, hey, I'd like to copy CodeRushed. And Rory's going to note your name. I'm going to send you a direct message on Twitch, and you're going to get a free copy CodeRushed just for being here. With that, let's see. What are we reloading here? We're reloading both of these, it looks like. Right now are reloading. See who wins with regards to that. Yeah, there it is right there. There you go. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, so we're both loading right now. Yeah. All right, and Roy, you're not going to be here tomorrow. That's so funny. Hugo says the awkward moment when Rory says, Rory will note your name, and Rory actually marks the time out of habit. Yeah. All right. What do we got? Why is this taking so long to load? Oh, there we go. They're finished right up here. So we finished. Let's give it a shot. There we go. Look at Rory. So that was it, our constructor. Yeah, so I bet if we had gone into the console log, it would have told us that was our problem right there. So let's try this now. So I'm going to say, I'm going to bring out a drone the regular way, and then I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say I want a drone coming from, you know what I want to do, kids? I know you're going to be a little mad at me for this. I'm not really going to do something that's make you that mad. But I want to do a, where's my HSL piece right here? I want to bump up the brightness a little bit on these. I want to take brightness to 150 is what I want to do. So we'll have to do a refresh on that. I'll do a refresh on the mainstream. We might be able to chance to play before we get it out and do that. So I'm just doing a refresh on the mainstream right there. But these colors are a little muted right here, right? And I can brighten them up a little bit, right, by taking that to 150. So so we'll do that, and we'll see how it works. What fun. Gates change number? Is that possible? Yeah, maybe that's true. The gates did change the number.
Yeah, there's normally a 1 in that one. In fact, I said, drone 1, and I emerged from that.
Oh, yeah. You know what's happening? We're not destroying the other gates. So if I were to come in and say dock like this, it destroys them. Right? Now they're going away. But our tests do not destroy the gates. That's something we have to do. So now if I come in and say, here's my test, it's like just now it goes back to 1. So that's what's happening.
They're both there. I did, in fact, come out of gate 1, even though gate 2 is in the same position.
Yeah. So we need some code to clean up the gates when we invoke a new test or when we create new gates. That's what's happening there. So super cool. Right, what you got? I just figured out a hack to get rid of your drone. What's my hack? What's this right here? A clip? Kishy Graceful Titan Kapow? Nice. You guys get the picture.
Awesome.
All right, so today's winner is...
Chaos Goose.
Nice clip. I love it. Surly Dev, great job.
It's good.
Okay, so what do we got? We have, in the main one now, it's loaded. And now we have brighter colors. Check it out. Those look better. So look at Hugo Doll right out there. I'm going to, hold on, I'm going to mute that tab.
That is very much brighter. Yeah,
Let's
that's
see
good.
how I look out here. Where's me? There I am right there. Yeah, way better. Super cool. Right? All right. So pretty cool. Fun
That's
day.
nice.
Fun day. Yeah, nice. Loving it. Yeah, they look great today. They look really good. Yeah. And notice how we don't have color shifting on the power indicator lights because those power indicator lights are coming from a different sprite that we laid down on top. So there's no color shift there, so that you always get green lights across the front. So it's a very cool way to do color shifting on the sprites. Hugo just got trapped. He's bouncing around. He's like, but I'm getting coins.
So we've got no color shifting on the war pit.
Yeah. Guys, it's been a really fun show. Had a lot of fun today. Thanks everybody for helping out. As usual, everybody is awesome contributor out there in the chat room. In fact, I should give you one of these here right here. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, someone interrupted chat room on fire. Come on. Here we go.
Is on fire.
What a show, kids.
It's nice.
What a show. Rory, thanks so much. Appreciate you being here. as
Always a
usual.
pleasure,
We're
my
gonna
friend. Always good.
We're gonna miss you tomorrow. Usually when you're not here.
And ignorance.
Usually when you're not here, things go, just nuts, and everybody's like, "Boy, we really wish Roy were here." You're the anchor of the show, Roy. I don't know if you know this or not. You
Yeah,
are. When you're not, no,
sure.
you are. When you're not here, I'm like I don't even know how to code, and everybody's like, really sad and they're crying, but they tell me the whole show how much they miss you. But we'll see you back on Tuesday next week.
We will do. Yes,
Right?
absolutely.
And Rory and I, by the way, are going to meet, I think, tomorrow. Is that right? We're going to record another feature of the week, a couple of those. Get those.
Possibly this
CodeRushed?
evening, wasn't it?
Oh, this evening. That's right. It's this evening. We're going to meet later this evening. So we're going to record some CodeRushed features of the week. So if you need your Rory fix over the weekend, there'll be a new feature of the week out there as well. And with that, let's see who's streaming out there that we can send everybody over to. See if we've got InstaFluff. InstaFluff's out there. Looks like Brian Clark's out there too. I send you guys to InstaFluff all the time. If Brian Clark's still going, I'm going to send you. I got to double check because sometimes the Twitch is showing me an ad. Sometimes Twitch shows him as live, and every time I've sent over in the past, he's not been live. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to start typing in though in case he is. Clark IO. I'm seeing an ad now. So if I'm seeing an ad, do you think he's live?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens.
It depends. Are you subscribed to him?
He's live. Here we go, kids. You're going over to see Brian Clark right now. And tell him I said hi. Hope he has a good stream. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.